Kenya, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. About 1 hour ago, ODM Director of Communication, Philip Atwoli, posted this through his Facebook account. Malindi MP at Honorable Jumwa and Msambweni counterpart, Feisal with Kotu Secretary General at Atwoli DZA. The three leaders met somewhere in Malindi and discussed matters politics. Could there be something cooking? Let's wait and see. And from the photos you can see a smiling Msambweni member of parliament, Feisal, a happy Francis Atwoli, and an amused Aisha Jumwa. And then sometimes later again, Philip Atwoli also updated the post and he made it clear again, and the beat goes on. And you can now see Aisha Jumwa, Atwoli, and some members, or rather some people in this photo. So that's Philip Atwoli, ODM Director of Communication. And then after posting that, or maybe at the same time, Aisha Jumwa also posted this through her Facebook page. Allah, and you can see a smiling Aisha Jumwa and somehow amused Francis Atwoli. You know, Atwoli is used to this word, Allah, something like that. So Aisha Jumwa is trying to make it more comical, or rather to add some humor to it. So that's today, ladies and gentlemen. And then about some few days ago, there were wide speculations and rumors that Msambweni member of parliament was almost ditching Tanga and joining ODM party. That was some days ago. And then today you can see Msambweni member of parliament, Aisha Jumwa, and also Atwoli. And ODM Director of Communication is making it clear that this is all politics. And I really agree with the director, ODM's Director of Communication. This is all politics. And from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, Aisha Jumwa stands to gain more by associating with ODM or ODM party than ODM party stands to gain. Because as things stand right now, Aisha Jumwa joining ODM, I consider it as a liability. Because if you check things properly on the ground, it seems to appear that Aisha Jumwa's goose is cooked. In fact, people are just waiting to send her home. And I'm saying that because so far, there have been 2 by-elections that have been held in Kilifi County. Aisha Jumwa is Malindi member of parliament in Kilifi. There was a ward by-election that was done there in Ganda ward. And ODM's candidate beat Aisha Jumwa's candidate with a landslide win. You know, the Aisha Jumwa candidate was the MCA before he defected to Tanga. Then, as fate would have it, the challenger in 2017 election successfully petitioned and had the MCA removed. The court nullified the MCA's election. And then the challenger crossed over to ODM party, the one that the ODM's candidate had beaten in 2017. Upon the ODM MCA crossing over to the Aisha Jumwa camp, this challenger took the opportunity and crossed over to ODM party, and he won. He beat Aisha Jumwa's candidate with a landslide margin. So that's an indication that in Aisha Jumwa's constituency, residents there might not be on her side. In fact, Aisha Jumwa knows that pretty well. And then there was also a ward by-election in Kilifi North constituency. Kilifi North member of parliament Owen Baya is a Tanga sympathizer as of now. So that Kilifi North MP sponsored a candidate in Dabaso ward, and it was widely believed and speculated that they were getting funds from William Ruto in Dabaso ward. So when election was done there, ODM candidate again beat Kilifi North Member of Parliament's candidate with a landslide margin again. So those are two by-elections that have coincidentally, or rather ironically, been done in the strongholds of the Tanga members of Parliament, being Owen Baya Kilifi North constituency, and also in Malindi, Aisha Jumwa's constituency. And in all these elections, ODM party has emerged victorious, winning with a very big margin. And if we leave even alone the by-elections as a test, your guess can be as good as mine that ODM party is the dominant party in coast, or rather at the coast in general. Because also if you look, for example, in Mombasa, top political leaders or top political contenders, you are finding them rejoining ODM. One good example is the former Jubilee Mombasa gubernatorial candidate, Shabal. Shabal was somebody who really gave Joe a run for his money in 2017 gubernatorial election for Mombasa. And you are seeing now Shabal joining ODM party. That's also showing, is proving something, that ODM party is the party to beat at the coast. And also, if you go now to Kwale, where Feisal comes from, Feisal was originally in ODM. And then maybe he sensed that maybe ODM party was planning to rig him out in the nomination. So he opted to contest as an independent candidate. And then, you know, the Tanga politics, they always cling onto popular candidates and then they claim victory. That's what we have seen in the recent past. Now, upon Feisal winning, Feisal has not been very, very keen. In fact, he has not been as loud as other Tanga leaders from other regions. He's really been measuring his political moves properly. And then about some few days ago, it was widely rumored and speculated that Feisal was on his way back to ODM party. So that's also an indication that coast in general is most likely leaning towards ODM party and also Raila Amolo Odinga. So I know for a fact that Aisha Jumwa, being a smart politician, she might do everything it takes to rejoin ODM party. Though I strongly believe that even if she rejoins ODM party, I think her goose is cooked. Because already in Msambweni constituency, where she comes from, very, very strong candidates have emerged. We have Philip Charo, who is a very strong candidate. We have also former member of parliament, William Tengo. All these are angling for the ODM party ticket. So whether Aisha Jumwa crosses over to ODM and contests for the ODM seat in Malindi, chances of her beating these two gentlemen, I find, is very, very slim. Because already now the people on the ground do not really have trust on her. So again, if you leave that aside, ODM party as of now seems to be somehow in a coalition. They are planning to form a coalition with Jubilee party. So most likely, ODM party, from where Aisha Jumwa also sits, Aisha Jumwa feels that ODM party might also form the next government. So she's also trying to be just part of that government. Even if she crosses over to ODM and loses the seat, maybe she thinks she can be nominated for some other seats. That's also what is making Aisha Jumwa maybe to try and rejoin ODM party. So having said all that, folks, ladies and gentlemen, from where I sit, is remaining about 12 months to the general election. And I can accurately say in this YouTube channel that we are going to see quite a lot of leaders, back and forth kind of movements. And specifically, smart politicians are going to align themselves with the most dominant party in the areas they represent. And Aisha Jumwa and also maybe Feisal are just realizing that. Feisal knows for a fact that you cannot be twice lucky. You cannot be lucky twice. In the first election, He might have been lucky, and he knows that you cannot be twice lucky. So he's just trying also to make, or rather to find his way back to ODM. Otherwise, folks, God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana. Tamu sana. Yes, tamu sana.